Lampyris 101 is a program running on PC in Windows system that has stored histopathological data and pictures of more than 400 inflammatory skin diseases. It is based on the concept of histological reaction patterns, originally conceived by Felix Pincus and then so masterly brought into full bloom by Bernie Ackerman. The system uses a schematic algorithmic pattern approach because it is the best and logical basis for a computer to file and retrieve all necessary information about inflammatory skin disorders. In fact, Lampyris works with a few basic patterns that again contain various sub-patterns which in turn comprise different diseases. The authors, in 1 year full of stimulating discussions and fruitful cooperation, have developed a computer program containing two main features. On the one hand, it would help its user to store and retrieve the plethora of details associated with dermatopathological concepts and entities. And on the other, there would be a new quality of flexibility exceeding the possibilities of a static algorithmic program. In an evolutionary way, the system would grow dynamically with its users' insights, observations, and even modifications of defined histological entities. In short, a custom-built, highly flexible computer-based diagnostic system. The user is able to make any kind of search. By applying the search mode of the system, one may match eosinophils with plasma cells and spongiosis, and within no time at all, precise information will be provided, which otherwise would have taken hours to retrieve from indices, long chapters, journal articles, personal files, and slide boxes. We wanted colleagues in all parts of the world, such as a pathologist living in Bora Bora, to be able to file data and pictures of whatever new exotic dermatitis that had never been observed before, or a Russian dermatopathologist from St. Petersburg to create a new pattern such as paniculitis with dense lichenoid inflammation, and to file his personal histopathological criteria for further use. Lampyris 101 has three main menus. This is the home page of the consultation menu. The pop-up list allows you to access data of hundreds of diseases, from acne to xanthoma disseminatum. The single CD-ROM contains the program, the data, and more than 5,000 histopathological digital images. In the diagnostic mask, you can read all the data of the selected diseases, including the histopathological features of differential diagnosis, and have a look at the corresponding pictures. Changing menu, you may gain access to the green one. The green menu allows the user to make changes to the database. You can add or delete diseases, add or delete histopathological patterns and sub-patterns, add new histological criteria, and store new pictures in your personal database. The orange menu allows you to save your personal observations, to have a perfectly customized system database, or restore the original Lampyris one. In the consultation menu, you have 10 different patterns. Each one contains multiple sub-patterns that store the diseases. You can enter the data mask of a disease, scrolling the patterns, sub-patterns path and selecting it. We are now in the diagnostic data mask of the arthropod assault. The screen is split into two sections. On the left, you may have a look at the histopathological features of the disease. The right part of the screen is assigned to the differential diagnosis. The diagnostic data mask offers you a short description of the disease. Here you may observe all the histopathological characters of the disease, Some characters are labelled red, others are labelled blue. Different colours allow the user to differentiate the main disease from those present in the differential diagnosis screen. Clicking on a differential diagnosis, you will see its characters. Red ones are the same for arthropod assault and the selected differential diagnosis disease. The blue ones are the histopathological features, which are different. One of the most interesting features is the face-to-face. It allows you to compare two completely different diseases. Just for fun, pick up acne first. Then choose from a pop-up menu a second disease to compare with the first one. Let's select cephalic benign histiocytosis. On the screen of the computer, you have the diagnostic data masks of the two diseases, the descriptions and the histopathological characters. The red ones are exactly alike in the two diseases. The blue are the different ones. The most powerful feature of the program is the diagnostic engine. It works like an internet engine search. The pop-up menu will show you the complete list of the histopathological characters stored in the program. Let's make an example. We want to know which of the diseases presenting eosinophils in papillary dermis. Just select the histopathological character from the list. In a few seconds, you have on the screen the list of the diseases that match the histological feature you have chosen. You may also see the pattern-sub-pattern pathway the disease belongs to. Now click the icon to refine the search. Choose another character and submit it. You can rule out diseases step by step, obtaining a very short list of diseases. Let's select another character, infiltration band-like. The result will show you a very short list of diseases presenting both eosinophils in the papillary dermis and band-like infiltration. Whenever you want, from the search engine, it is possible to access the diagnostic data mask of a disease, have a look at it, and then go back to continue the search. In this way, the user is able to make any kind of search. By applying the search mode, one may match eosinophils with plasma cells and spongiosis, and within no time at all, precise information will be provided. Pressing the icon to change the menu, you will go into the green menu to create a customized database. You can get a pre-existent disease and modify it, adding a new text to the description, making changes in the list of the histopathological characters of a specific disease, adding new differential diagnosis, picking them up from the list of the pre-existent diseases. If you like, you can create a new histopathological character and add it to the list. It is easy. Let's add a new feature, granulation tissue in my lab. Simply digit the new character and update. Now you have a new histopathological feature to be stored in the data mask of the disease. It is also possible to mix different pre-existing characters to obtain a new one. If you desire, it is possible to store your personal histopathological digital pictures in the diagnostic mask of a disease. It is also possible to create a new disease, filing it in a precise pattern-sub-pattern path, digiting a new text, adding differential diagnosis, and adding the histopathological characters that exactly describe the new disease. Finally, you may add new sub-patterns that will store pre-existent diseases or new ones. Or add new patterns to store new sub-patterns. If you like, you can create new sub-patterns or patterns to store new diseases, labeling them in the way you like. You can also change the position of a disease from one pattern to another. For those that are not so skilled in histopathology of inflammatory skin diseases, Lampyris offers a special function, the algorithm pattern analysis. Answering very simple questions, the system helps you find the right pattern and sub-pattern pathway of the slide you are looking at through the microscope. The system follows an algorithm tree and rules out the patterns and sub-patterns that do not match your answers. At any time, you can check the remaining patterns and sub-patterns, or activate the diagnostic engine system that will work only on the histopathological characters of the diseases that are involved at the point of the algorithm you reach. In the orange menu, you have the possibility to save all your personal observations. Once changes are made with the green menu, new data will be automatically saved in a database which remains online each time you restart the program. Finally, those who wish may build their own completely new diagnostic systems in any conceivable field of pathology, just by using the existing Lampyris framework. Even for the computer neophyte, Lampyris 101 makes it feasible to start with a blank sheet of paper and to build an expert system in the field of neuropathology, hematopathology and others within a short time and without much frustrating effort. Ride on the wings of change. Ride on Lampyris 101.